What's up, gang? We are back at it. Another wedding on the books for today. In fact, got a double header this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. I am fresh off vacation though. Been down in Boca Grande, Florida fishing. Had my whole family down there, had a blast. Got back last night, hung out with my mom a little bit, went out to dinner. But today we are right back at it. We are at a venue in Cary or Apex. It's a little fuzzy where exactly we are. Right outside of Raleigh, about 30 minutes from the office, called the Up Church. My friend Kara owns this place, beautiful. It's probably been here, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. It's my first gig here. I've come to parties here, done a couple of open houses for them, but this is my first actual gig here. So super excited. The room right now is set up for the ceremony, thank God, because it is stupid hot outside already today. It's probably over 90, wouldn't you say, Saquon? And so luckily the ceremony's here. We're gonna do a room flip though, so we've already unloaded the van and put it around on the side of the building. Room flip is gonna happen. Maybe we'll try and get some scenes of that, or maybe even do the time-lapse thing like we did last time. But we're gonna flip the room. We've got a great spot set up right on the edge of the dance floor tonight. And then also cocktails are gonna be outside and in the old house. We'll get some shots of that in just a minute. So we're gonna have to run up there and start the music right after the ceremony for that as well. But it's gonna be a lot of running around early on and probably a lot of sweating. But once we get in here for the party tonight, I think it's gonna be super comfortable and I'll be able to put on my suit and feel a lot more relaxed. But coming right out of vacation, going right back into it with 2 weddings, double header. We're gonna put both of them on the same video. These are gonna be really kind of completely different types of venues. Tomorrow's a Jewish wedding, both the bride and the groom are Jewish. So they're not even doing the ceremony at the place. They're gonna get married in the synagogue. So these are just completely different shows. You're gonna get to see the entire batch here in one video, so stick around. Let's hope we have 2 really good parties. Okay guys, just a few minutes before the guests are coming in, we had a hectic time there for just a few minutes. Ceremony went off without a hitch. Good audio, good microphone, everything was good there, but we looked out the window and like a storm was coming again. Yes, another storm. I looked at Saquon because we had our stuff staged outside, not under cover. Luckily my boy Saquon, he ran out there, hustled the stuff under cover. Nothing got wet, but it's been a little bit hectic trying to get stuff in here, flip the room, get music playing way back up there at the house. And anyway, as you can see, I'm gonna go up there and make an announcement, get people to start moving down here. I'll show you a little bit of what I got set up there. Got a little wireless rig with the eVerse 8s. Throw away these batteries and just keep the day moving. All right, so stick around. We've got intros coming up in just a minute. So as you can see, we are in the prime spot. Boom, dance floor is right there. We got the Bunn Gear Command Center, Evolve 90s by EV. We got the pop-up totems, both lighting, 360 tubes, 16 up lights, and of course the movers as well. Super cool living backdrop. I love it, looks great. Love it, love it, love it. To get things started and introduce our wedding party, they're gonna be coming in from the far end of the room, so when they come in, I need you guys to make a bunch of noise. Can y'all do that for me tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the guys. Matt, Derek, Jonathan, Ben, Kevin, Alex, Price. Let's go! All right, next we want to bring in our lovely ladies. Everybody make some noise. For Riley, Kinsey, Hillary, Justine, Audrey, Lauren, Elena. It is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom, Aaron and Bailey. Okay, guys, good start back after vacation. Really, really good party. Huge playlist, like 75 songs. I probably played 60. Maybe 2.5 hour dance set, Saquon, something like that. We were in a great spot, as you can see. We were right on the dance floor, exactly where I wanted to be. To be completely honest with you, I was in a corner or something about 2 weeks ago. I had my final call with the couple, and I showed them the layout on the Zoom call, and they were like, yeah, you know, she said you had to be there because we didn't want your equipment, you know, in the shots for the ceremony, because like I said, we did a room flip. And I was like, no, that's not how it works, man. I'll just stage the gear or either leave it in the van and we'll do a room flip. I got Saquon with me. You know, we can set it up in 25 minutes tops. And as soon as I told them that, they reached out to the wedding planner, changed the whole layout so that I was like front and center, exactly where I should be, where I want to be. And for people like them that were on the dance floor the whole night, that is exactly where I need to be. So, great wedding. They were super stoked at the end of the night. And we're on to the next one. Like I said, we've got a bit of a shorter day tomorrow, no ceremony. So, and also they're doing it in a museum, which doesn't close to the public till 5 o'clock. And I think I have to be out at 10. So a little bit of a shorter day tomorrow, but we will have a good wedding, I'm sure. Stick around, watch both of these in the doubleheader video, and see how we do tomorrow. We'll run it back again. Thanks, everybody. Good night. All right, folks. So here we are at the North Carolina Museum of Art, and surrounded by exhibits today. Definitely a different setup. We've played here since they opened this part of the museum a decade or so ago. A little bit different today. Probably the most interesting and challenging layout of 2025. Saquon's going to try and shoot it and explain it, or maybe we'll just kind of walk it and explain it in just a second. But challenging playlist, challenging layout, challenging perhaps event. Fingers crossed that everything's going to go well, though. At least we didn't have to do the ceremony, which, as y'all know, is the most stressful part of being a private event DJ, in my personal opinion. Everything else I can do with my eyes closed, but the ceremony is tough. Let's take a look at what we're working with exactly here tonight, folks. All right, so to my left, tables, okay? We're standing on the dance floor, right? Standing on the dance floor. Behind me, head table, and then follow, keep walking. The DJ booth is here.
Yeah, looking sharp tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. So we're trying to figure out why we're over here. Here is fine, but if you flip around, Saquon, turn all the way around, turn your body all the way. The dance floor should be there, people. Would you agree? And then just put the tables over to my right, which still isn't ideal. Every single time, follow me now, that I've ever played here, I'm way down there where that other colorful wall is, with my back to that wall, facing this way, and everything's just kind of set up going this way. Now, I don't know who suggested this. It's bizarre to the power of 1 trillion, but the museum is super cool. It sounds pretty good in here, actually, unlike a lot of places that we play. It's just very difficult for the DJ to connect with the audience when I'm this far away from the dance floor. 360 camera, useless. Saquon's definitely gonna have to go out on the floor and try and shoot. We're gonna fire off the CO2 cannon, although I'm sure we're gonna get cussed out for that. But it's just a very odd setup, I guess I would say. So what we did is we have Evolve 90 right here beside me, and beside the booth, and then all the way down, you can probably see down there at the end of the head table, kind of by where the challah is going to be. This is a Jewish wedding, like I mentioned, is the other Evolve 90. So that was the only way we really could figure out to do the sound. And then the cocktail hour is, follow me, way, way, way down here. And for this, we're just going to do the eVerse 8 with an iPad because it's so far down here. They didn't want music playing in this part, excuse me, in this part of the room anyway during the cocktail hour. So still going down here, still going, still going, still going. And then when the museum is open, this is just like a cafe, and you know, you can get a coffee or a cookie, whatever. For tonight, this will be where people come in, check in, and then cocktails are going to be over here. Nobody's really supposed to be past that velvet rope. So we're not going to worry about playing music down there right now. We're just going to have, like I said, the eVerse 8 here with our iPad holder, Bluetooth. Got a nice little cocktail playlist. Turn on the crossfade. If I need to make an announcement, I'll probably just go get my wired Shure SM58, plug it in the other channel, and make an announcement. So just waiting for people. It's about 5 till 6. I expect to see people any second now, but we'll see what's going to happen. Interesting layout, interesting playlist. That should be the title of this video.
It is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom. Let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Jake and Maya Satinsky. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going.
So back in the office Monday morning, back at work, off vacation, off the doubleheader. Didn't get a chance to really get a lot of clips last night. It was really, I don't want to say hectic, but it was fast compared to a lot of weddings we do, because like I said, they got married at the synagogue and then came straight over, quick cocktail hour, and then pretty much right into first dance. Really just introduced the couple right into their first dance. They kind of dragged out their parents and other members of the family, so that kind of knocked out the parent dances. And then, boom, right into the hora. Absolute madness to start the party. Sat down, dinner, and then as soon as dinner was done, seated dinner was done, it was open dancing for probably a little over 2 hours. And to be in that random spot, random layout, like nowhere near the dance floor, this party went off. I think for several reasons. One, they were young, they were energetic, they didn't care it was a Sunday. Two, those Evolved 90s sounded incredible in that museum. That might be the best sounding venue we've played at all year, to be completely frank with you, which is weird because it's a museum. I guess it's built so that even if people are talking in there, it's quiet. The ceiling has a very weird and interesting shape. Best sounding room we've played in all year, hands down, I'll say that. We had the speakers placed properly, lights placed properly. Again, DJ booth nowhere near the dance floor. I don't know. I can't get into that today, but I'll just say awesome party, great way to end the weekend. But didn't get a clip to kind of finish things up last night. I was tired, and we needed to drop the van off to get some more lights put on the inside and on the outside to make it a little safer for loading up at night. So me and Saquon did that, didn't get home till past 12. So I hope you like this video, seeing two completely different types of events at two completely different types of venues, all in the same video. Usually we'll try and do one video when I do the double headers or the triple headers and just put them all in one action-packed video for you guys. Leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video, all those things. We appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. We need more subs. We want to try and get to 20,000 in the next few months. Thanks again, everybody. See you.